The casting's kind of gone downhill. Alright, welcome back, guys. This is going to be Louson versus Az in the semi-final of Psi Storm number 3 qualifier. It is hosted by cybergamer.com.au, sponsored by Western Digital and their Velociraptor hard drive series. This is going to be a best of 3 between these two guys. Winner will qualify for the round of 32 finals that are going to be held either next weekend or the week after. So all on the line here for these guys. They only have one more chance after this to get through the qualifier. So let's jump right into it. It's going to be PvP on Zelnaga Caverns. And wow, I am so tired right now. We've been going for like 11 hours.
11 hours what's wrong with the casting, man? What are you trying to say?
Yeah, no, you have to defense that. I'm the newest person in here, and it's gone downhill. So.
Yeah, I can agree to that, actually. Hinder, man. You need to lift your game.
Yeah.
Spread us. You gonna tell us something new?
Oh man, I'll give you all the down low on what's going on in this game. Down to how they split their probes will change the mid game.
Wow.
So Louson take about 5 minutes to actually send his workers to mine. That'll do it.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I actually feel like Louson is the weaker PvP player here, but he does have some more interesting strategies. As kind of sticks to this 4-gate
That was
stuff.
ages ago. Yeah, that's not even
Really?
me. I'm not doing
Louson
that.
actually does different 4-gate things?
I think he does more like cheesy strategies and things.
Oh, okay then. Interesting. Tell me more.
That's more interesting than 4-gate Eddie.
Either way, yeah, I think Az would be the favourite in this game for sure. Interestingly enough, Az isn't scouting straight away. I would have thought that he would, just because he probably wants to be as safe as possible. But I guess that shows respect for Louson if he's not scouting on 9.
Or disrespect. Yeah.
No, but see, that's the thing. Like, if I think I'm playing the worse the player is, the earlier I'll want to scout, because I'm like, well, I don't really care if I get that tiny bit economically behind. I'd rather know that he's not doing some cheesy crap. Whereas if I'm playing someone good, it's like, oh, well, I'm happy to scout on 12 because I don't think he'll cheese me. And I need every advantage I can get.
Yeah, that's true. But didn't Az Korean 4-gate Legionnaire 3 or 4 games in a row a couple of weeks ago?
That's probably just because he knows that Lake doesn't play much, and that's like a strat that you need to know how to defend against it. Like, it's not something that you can just wing and be like, oh, I need to do this. Like, you need to kind of know what you're doing to beat that, and I don't think Lake has enough experience to know how to beat it.
He's been playing heaps lately, though, hasn't he?
From what I've talked with Leg, he knows how to beat it. He just really, really hates doing 4-gates. Passion. That's what he was telling me. He was telling me that the builds that he does, he knows that he's like really, really far behind compared to how it could be if he did 4-gate or just Colossus Rush.
Yeah.
He does them because they're actually like interesting.
Yeah,
What's wrong with save frequency? Is he really bad caster?
He just spurts out random gibberish. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He's a wog, what do you expect?
Oh, racism on the cast. Come on.
Damn,
So looks
sorry.
like Az's cybernetic score going down a bit earlier than Louison's.
Yeah, hang on, that's fine.
And Az getting a Zealot as well.
Is that Louson? Louson?
Wait, how did this happen? How is Louson 2 probes behind and less minerals and slower tech and everything? I don't understand.
He scouted earlier.
It's bad macro, man.
Yeah, but that one
Bad
scout
macro.
doesn't make you that much more behind.
Just lost himself the game with that scout. Just doing nothing.
He also, I think, went for an earlier second pylon.
Yeah, and he also got an earlier second gas there. Which is quite... Oh, that's why from getting the later first Zealot.
Here we go. Here's a question for you, Pinder. You know how you get that first Zealot and lots of guys just wall their choke, right? And lately we've been seeing a lot more Protoss not wall their choke. What I've been doing on the US ladder, at least, is I'll send my first Zealot straight into the probe line, because you'll still get 3 to 4 kills by the time their Zealot or their first Stalker actually kills you. You reckon that's worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think that's the only point of building a first Zealot. I don't understand the people that build a Zealot for it to just run around and scout the probe and not do anything. Whenever they do that, I just don't build a Zealot, just go straight to Stalker and have, a big Stalker army, which is pretty much all it decides at the start of the game, so...
Yeah, because I send my Zealot in and I just wedge it between the 2 mineral patches, and sometimes they get the Zealot stuck behind the probes that are attacking it, so you're just like, alright, I'll get 6 kills, thanks man.
Yeah, but no, there's definitely, if you can send in a Zealot and pick off even just one probe for a Zealot is almost, pretty much break even, and any more than that definitely gets fed
Mm.
in terms of economy and how much the Zealots are actually worth and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Well, we are actually seeing now 3-gate against 3-gate Robo with a proxy pylon. I don't understand Lewison's tech right now. It doesn't make any sense to me.
How is he a Robo bait down?
Well, he's got like 430 minerals.
Oh, there we go.
200 minerals back now. There it goes. It goes down. But yeah, you're right. He had 500 minerals stacked, like, and he could easily produce the 3 Stalkers. There was no reason for the Robo to be that much later. Like, he easily could have squeezed it out earlier in the build.
It looked like maybe he was waiting to try and scout his opponent or something and determine like a counter, but I don't think that's how PvP works. I think you pick a build and you kind of stick to it.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, Az is getting a Twilight Council, which kind of points towards Blink Stalkers more than any kind of Immortal tech or anything like that. And Az actually pushing out now across the middle of the map with the Observer and about 3 Stalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blink Stalkers with an Observer is incredibly strong in PvP, I think. You can just do so much harass.
If he gets those Stalkers stuck on the ramp, though, that's going to hurt with that many Zealots. Oh, but no, he's just going to feed on them.
See, with the Observer, though, he can actually just pick off the Zealots. Like, the Zealots just have to hang back, and there's not much they can do.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got Blink on the way now, too. And while Louson's got that Robo Bay, that's probably going to work in Az's favour if he doesn't overcommit the Stalkers. Like, because there's so many Zealots, I've seen so many prototypes who go, Blink, all Stalkers, into the middle of the army to snipe that Colossus. And then, like, all these Zealots are like, yeah, sweet, I'll just hack away at you. And then you can't get away. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me sometimes. Oh, snipe on the Observer.
Yeah, that was really silly. You've got to really be careful. That first Observer's, like, ridiculously important in PvP, because you don't really get a chance to build another one if you're doing a Colossus build or anything like that, just because, like, you want all your gas and all your Robo build time to be going towards Colossus, so that's actually a pretty big deal with Louson. If he had played more defensively with the Observer, he could have picked off Az's Observer and been in a
look
lot
at this.
right now.
Sentry's in a really bad position right now. And using that Observer, he's actually just going to start picking off buildings. This is so rude.
He's supply blocked him, though.
The one thing that I as well like about what Az is doing is he hasn't actually given away that he has Blink.
Yeah,
like,
true.
he hasn't blinked once. Which will, yeah, if he comes down the ramp like this, like, he can easily blink and get away. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. He's giving it away now.
I really do not understand what's going on in the game right now, because Az actually has 41 probes on one base.
What?
Well,
Wow.
the purpose of that, though, is he can expand, and as soon as he expands, he has a saturated base. Like, if he can get away with doing that, I don't see a point not to do that.
There's just so many Zealots here.
But yeah, you're right. If he's, like, only if he's planning about now, does it make it worth it? The most bizarre place force field I've seen in my
Yeah, I was
life.
going to say, what was up with that force field?
The Sentry was at 100 energy anyway, so he needed to burn some so it could keep regaining. That's my
He's
theory.
continuing to build probes.
Snipe that Colossus would be fucking sweet. Sorry, it'd just be really cool.
It would. Second Colossus now about to pop out.
It, man.
Wow, if he blinked up, he could totally snipe that.
Yeah, but if he blinks up, he wastes his blink, and then the Zealots surround the
Yeah,
stalks
true.
and
He's
get a
just
whole
going
bunch
to
of
get
damage.
burned.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it for a snipe.
Big lose always up.
God, Andy, you're so crazy. He's actually now switching over to 5 gateways off one
Yeah,
base.
wow, okay, if he's doing 5 gate, you're right. Building the extra 13 probes is a mistake. He's also got like 100 energy and he's not using chrono. Like, he can... I don't think he can even support all those gates. He's got no money as it is.
Yeah.
He's got
And he's getting
23
Colossus.
probes.
I don't understand what he's doing.
Maybe he thinks he's got a second base? I don't know.
He just thinks that, oh shit.
He has 43 probes right now. Like, so many probes. Just drag a box over his mineral line. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I was now forced on the defensive because he's now got enough Colossi that he can push out of his base. And it looks
Thermal
like
Lance is about
it's
to
gonna
finish.
going to expand.
This is interesting.
I don't understand why Az has gone for, the huge probe count and the 5 gates and Robo, Colossus, Blink, Stalker. It's really confusing me.
I told you, man. He's
quite,
just thinking he's got a second base somewhere, but just delusional or something.
Well, his opponent is just like about to steamroll him unless he pulls off some kind of godlike blink micro.
Well, he can actually blink forward. I think you'll find Az will win this fight as long as he blinks forward and picks up the...
He needs to take out a lot of the Zealots first.
Micro your Colossus!
What is he doing?
Micro your Colossus!
Well, there's the next blink.
Oh, that just made
Actually,
me really
Louison's
sad.
actually still got a huge amount of army left.
Yeah, those Zealots were going to town on the Stalkers. That's what I was worried about.
Here comes the 5 warp
He doesn't have a huge amount of army at all. He's like 20 food behind.
I meant in the actual fight, like he had a lot more units till Az warped in those stalkers.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only reason he lost that fight was micro. Just, he didn't even click on the Colossus.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that was all attack move.
Oh, he's
So Az
finally
expanding now.
expanded.
Yeah, and now Az's expansion will like just be worth so much. He's going to have the Colossus advantage. He's going to have the probe advantage. It's going to be really painful.
Yeah, I think his push will end in the game for Louson. He's only got 2 stalkers versus 12. 2 Colossus versus 2 and 1 Sentry versus 1. So there's a 10 stalker difference in this battle, and Az's stalkers also have blink.
He does, however, have the Thermal Lance.
Yeah, but so does
Micro your
Az.
Colossus.
Doesn't matter if you don't
He's
do
got it
this.
clicked and he's just watching it.
Oh, Micro your
Gotta
other
be GG for
Colossus.
Louson.
Nice. So,
Yeah, the other Colossus is just sitting there watching. Just doing like the spin around thing, observing.
Honestly, that was almost like the